Good morning. Blinker's going because I'm pulled over on the side of the road right now. The guy for the pickup just called me and I needed to verify where I was going. I'm glad he called because I have no clue where I'm going. I didn't have any clue where I was going and I would have ended up somewhere I shouldn't have been. So with that said, we gotta go. It's a couple more miles out of the way to go down this road called Green Road in Green Lane in Middletown, New York, or Middletown, New York. That's where I'm from. Middletown, Rhode Island. There's a lot of Middletowns. But I'm gonna put up a little road footage here today because I'm going to be crossing over into the ocean and stuff like that, and over here on the island. So if you look at the map, there's a bunch of water there south of Warwick, Rhode Island. From here, let me show you real quick. So we're going to be crossing over these and through these islands and stuff. I'm going to be right there on the water for the ocean, so we'll get a good road footage video out of that today. This camera's straightened out. Get a good road footage of that today, and then we can get loaded. I have running on fumes here. I'm just on an eighth of a tank, just over an eighth of a tank. I was going to get some fuel before I left the TA, but all the pumps are shut down because there's something wrong and they're waiting on technician. They don't even have an ETA for the technician to come, so I basically got to get loaded and then take it easy and work my way down to either just over the border in Connecticut. I can stop at the pilot there. If I have a little extra, I'm going to go down to the TA that's a little further down. The pilot doesn't have a really good discount at that location, so I mean it's a 60-cent discount, but it's still extremely high. It's still like 380 or 360 a gallon. It's 352 if I go down a little further to the TA, and then essentially I'm going to end up stopping down in Montgomery, New York, which is 342 right now. The pilot there's 2.3 cents cheaper, but getting in and out of that pilot in Newburgh is just a pain in the neck, and it's not worth the 2 cents. So I get 100 gallons, that's $2. It's not worth that extra time, so I'll go over to the TA, fill up in Montgomery, and then I should be able to run until I get to Ohio. But yeah, let's go get this load.
I see that smile in those beautiful brown eyes, girl. I hear your voice, it whispers in the dark. Yeah, you make it right, yeah, girl. Everything in my life, you changed my story, yeah. You've taken me so far. I'd cross the ocean for you. Dive into the deepest sea. My soul is sold out for you. I'd give you everything that you need. And give me just one chance. And baby, take my hand. My heart's in motion for you. I'd cross the ocean for you. Yeah, I heard him say that all good things fade away. I'm fighting here to make sure that's not true. No, and I know it's hard and we've lost in many ways, but I ain't giving up. Our love will never lose. I'd cross the ocean for you. I'd dive into the deepest sea. My soul is sold out for you. I'd give it everything that you need. Oh, and give me just one chance. take my hand, my heart's in motion for you. I'd cross the ocean for you. No matter what we go through, always gonna be me and you, baby. We ain't gonna let go, you'll always be the one I choose, baby. No matter what we go through, always gonna be me and you, baby. We ain't gonna let go, you'll always be the one I choose. Across the ocean for you, I dive into the deepest sea. My soul is sold out for you. I give you everything that you need. Give me just one chance, baby, take my hand. My heart's in motion for you. I'd cross the ocean for you.
All right, so several hours later, basically I started getting checked in, and it's the first time I was ever required to have a registration for my truck. My registration is expired. I have one in my email, so I've been carrying around the digital copy because that's not a big problem, mostly because I keep forgetting to print off the new one. They wanted the hard copy, so she sent me back out to Staples, which is right up the road. Of course, that's 9 miles round trip. But I called this guy to let him know that I was heading out to get the paperwork, and he was like, "Oh, you can email it to me. I'll print it off and bring it up to the gate." I still had no choice. I had to go up there anyway to get turned around. So, is what it is. Now I got the hard copy for the truck at least. Alright, we got it secured. Now I just got to tarp it. And this is taking forever. Here's the load. It's everything that has the securement on it is the way they wanted it done. I just realized I twisted that strap a little bit, but that's right, I'll get that one fixed. They only wanted one on the front, on that front section there. They wanted one on the front, one on the back, two in the middle. But I threw another one on the front. And then they wanted two front, back, and middle on this section. And then we have a chain pulling from the front, going around the front and around the back of each one, and the top ones too. And they gave me a whole diagram for it. I'll show you guys that diagram in a couple minutes. Well, in a second for you guys. And then here's the other side. It's not the worst tarp job that I've done yet, but it's not fantastic either. And I wasn't able to build a ramp between the two, so I did them separately. That's what I ended up with. Let me go to the other side. You can see a little better with the sun. Without the sun, maybe. Let's try zooming out. Get away from the sun here. There we go. That's what we ended up in the front and the back. They called for 4-foot tarps and they don't quite cover it, but I'm really not worried about them getting wet. I think it's more about people can't spot them on the side of the road. So I'd never done this before. I'm not really crazy about it, but I didn't really have another choice. This one here, and you can't really tell, but on the back side of this one, those are my smoke tarps. And now that I'm really thinking about it, I kind of wish I put that smoke tarp on the back. But yeah, that's what we got. Man, I will say this much. I don't have high expectations for them chains staying tight. Here's the sheet I said I would show you. Turn it sideways a little bit there. That's the sheet they gave me. You can see one strap. I can't see if you can see. Yep, one strap here, 2 straps, 1 strap, 2 straps, 2 straps, 2 straps. And then they got a chain pulling from the front and pulling from the back. Same thing on these two. And that was the little diagram that they gave me. I got my bill of lading. They're calling this 39,000 pounds, so it's not too terrible. Here just before 9:30, it was like 9:20 something. I didn't have my registration for the truck, so I had to go get that printed off. My contact here on site printed it off for me, so I just basically went up, turned around, and came back, and he met me at the gate with the printout. Something really cool. I finally figured out how to get my my mileage, my deadhead mileage on my spreadsheet figured out. But that's a whole nother story. If you guys are interested in how I do my spreadsheet, let me know and I'll make a video about it. But I was having to change. I know how to do all the math and stuff in the spreadsheet, but I was trying to figure out there's multiple days between my loads, and I was trying to figure out how to get it to compute my deadhead. So you'd have 3 lines up here on column C, and 3 lines down from that was column B. Just for example, you would have the last mileage from the consignee and then the new mileage from the shipper, and I would need to subtract from one from the other for my deadhead, and that would line up over here on line G. So if it was the next day, the line just below that, it would work perfectly. But 9 out of 10, it wasn't like that. There was always 1 or 2 days in between loads, just because I take the longer loads. My buddy Chris figured that out. So again, if you guys are interested in the spreadsheets and stuff and how I do them, let me know. I'll make a quick video about it. 9:22, and then at 9:40 I left to go get the paperwork. That took 34 minutes to do. I got back here at 10:15. Then I had to wait in line. I was behind 2 trucks that were at the gate, and then going through all the background check and all that crap. And then I finally got over to where I'm at now at 11:23, which is just over 4 hours ago. It's 3:32 now, so awesome. Save. So I'm gonna get this done and get out of here, and I'll let you know where we end up. All right, good morning, I guess I should say. It's 12:37 right now, the next day, Saturday. So we gotta get out of here about 10:30 tomorrow morning, or this morning, I guess. I could actually go another 45 miles or so, but there's not really anything from here. There's one more TA. I stopped there I stayed there a couple times over the years, but it's not that great of a TA. It's not terrible, it's just not that great. So anyway, we're here in Lamar, Pennsylvania, exit 173 off of 80, at the Pilot. So right now, we're sitting at 1,237 miles for the rest of the load. So I need to do, on average, what is that, 618 and a half miles a day. I'm going to try to push for a 700 mile day tomorrow, and then we'll be able to do a little bit less on Sunday. And then I got it set up for a 12 o'clock appointment on Monday. And that's it. So, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. I'm tired. I'm ready for bed. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe.